Hello everyone, how are you doing today? Hope you're having a good one. Today should be a very interesting episode. Not sure how long this one's going to be. We are going to do kind of a little bit of a walking tour and sort of talk about all the builds here in Talonwood. This is the last episode. I'm actually filming this on the day we're closing everything down over here. Got everything picked up, it looks like. I just did a quick fly through to see if there was anything left unfinished and see if I could help out with it. This has been a great province. Absolutely one of the best provinces we've done. Such great things. From a personal aspect, it has taught me that big builds are not scary. That is one of the things I learned from it for sure. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to hop over and start off over by the docks. I'm going to fly over there here real quick, and then we will walk through and take a gander at what everybody has built. We're going to kind of avoid probably some of my builds, since you've been following me for so long and you kind of know what they are. So that's what we're going to do. So I will be back with you here in just a bit. All right, welcome back. So we are going to start over here. I think this is a great view. Sort of gives a little bit of everything. Kind of see all the different pieces that have been built, and kind of an interesting look here. So this is the docks for Talonwood, and this particular area was done by Knight 13. He built this a while back and sort of envisioned the use of hot air balloons to get everything up to the top trees there, which was a really good idea. Still got a little bit of torch work here, but we'll probably get that taken care of here a little bit. Not everything is lit up, and this is one of those really tough areas because we knew we were going to have some big open areas in this province, since we had a lot of stuff up in the air, but definitely one of those things we're going to deal with. And from here, we are walking over to the bridge that he also built. And then this is where we put our tree in place and built this path along here. Definitely one of the really cool builds here. Going to leave our dog over here, sort of to guard the area. A lot of torches around, and if you hit the download on this, and when you download the world, it's not going to be in this video, so it'll probably be available in the next one. The same link as everything else is going to be just a wandering nerd / I believe it's Otium download. I'll definitely make sure I get a link down in the description. You can take a look at what we had downloaded before we started this province. If you want to get the download for this province, we'll definitely have that when I do our shaders tour, sort of a cinematic that I try to do for every province. I've been doing pretty well so far. So this is our path, and main tree is back over this way, but I want to take a look over here. And this is Desert Rat. Definitely really cool idea. He built a hot springs over here and used diorite. But it actually looks cool. Really, this grainy material, used it really well. Built this mineral pond here. Had some natural hot springs, some rocks. We came over and helped him build some of these rocks in the different areas. He did a great job with them. Worked on some of the white ones, some of the more mineral ones as well. And he's also got a sweat lodge over here, which I think is absolutely brilliant. Gorgeous job. I love the way the use of fences to keep everything up, and to have this in here at the fire. Really, really cool build. I really like this one. And these hot springs are just fantastic. Let's see if we can see it happen. One of the coolest things about it is these magma blocks down here, because they do a really cool thing. You just saw that right over there. Magma blocks will destroy a water source above them after a few ticks, and the way that this is all laid out, they just disappear, but you can see them sizzle and you can hear them sizzling, which is a really cool effect. I don't think it was never intended when I suggested this to him, and I don't think Desert Rat realized that either, which I think is just a cool effect. The next thing we're going to go do is we're going to look at some of M. Wallace's builds here, and this is the first one that he did. It was one of the first structures in the province over here. This is sort of his forester's hut that he did a while back. Probably, like I said, one of the first ones. Just this gorgeous look and feel of this natural cave down under cave and water down here. A little bit of storage, use of beetroot, some mushrooms, Really cool. And it kind of sneaks out right here into our path, which is really kind of cool. This is the path that we did over here. And let's go take a look at some more of M. Wallace's stuff. He also built a couple of these out here. There's one right over there and one right here. Sort of these little pigsties with the mud they can be wallowing in. And all the stuff that goes with that. Really cool build. And we're going to walk over to the charcoal Burners Guild, which is just on the other side of this hill. But yeah, did this gorgeous area right there next to our tree. Brought a bed here. Let me sleep the night real quick. Just a gorgeous area right here for the Charcoal Burners Guild and his war room down below. Just this is where we got the idea for the path. He's got some cauldrons and benches and so forth. One of our trees is right here that leads over to our other areas, and we'll take a quick look at this. And he created this right here. You know, we got Cable the Brave, Brownie the Delicious, Night the Night, Nerd the Wandering, and Protos the Father, Beardly the Weirdos, Kysaeri the Young, and then down below here we have his war room, which I think is just great. Really well done with the charcoal right here. Really open this up. I love the use of the multi-tiers up above with the torches and everything. It really adds to it. And then the natural ravine that's right here, lit up down below. And then our maps that he has in place here. This is a map of Enderwood that the lore says we have a bit of a war with, and we'll go take a look at that one. Probably one of the last things we'll take a look at. Here is a map of Talonwood with all the pieces on. It looks like it's been recently updated. We have Cable's area right there. We're right over here, our tree and island. This massive snow area, which is what Protos has been working on, the tree, Brownie's trees, and so forth as well. All right, and then this is Salem as well. Just look, it looks really, really cool. Love the use of maps in this room. Really fits the theme. Love the way that it came together. The bone blocks, the brick. It's a really good combination. I think this was a really, really cool build. I love the idea behind it. Wallace definitely stayed on the ground for a lot of his builds, which was really cool. We had this as a tree province. We knew that's what it was going to be. Boink. And it was definitely something different. We knew that there would be stuff on the ground as well as up in the air. So what we're going to do is we're going to hop up here to take a look at our fallen tree. This was a build that I started at the very beginning of this particular province. This was like this fallen tree was one of those that I thought was just going to be a huge build. It definitely kind of scared me. And to be honest with you, it's probably my personal favorite build that I did on the server here. And finished this up in our last episode as well. And then this little cute little island back over here that we did. It just looks great at night. Just take a quick flyby of it as we go by with these beams shooting up because of the lit area, which is really cool. But yeah, this was one of those things that I learned that, you know, their big builds are not that scary. So now we're going to come over here and we're going to land right here. This is StinaRose's. She did a couple of trees here with a little bit of living areas and so forth, all sort of tied together. She came in partway through this province. Came over from the Wells Night server. We asked her on. Just jumped on board. Really just took off into the middle of this. And I just love the look and feel of the builds that she did. Definitely looking forward to the next season, trying to get some time to work directly with her. I love how she did all these different little rooms in here. And so forth. How all these trees are interconnected. None of these canopies are big and huge. I did big flowing canopies with big trees. And these little teeny tiny ones, which are just gorgeous. So here's another one. Let's find the door for this one. Yeah, door here. The different colored beds, chests in each one of them. Love the look and feel of these. Let's take a look here. Yeah, she did. I think she had 4 trees total. Yeah. All right. So right here, we're still working on finishing this up. Don't mind the glowstone. We're going to get that taken care of. This is the center tree. The grand tree for the province, and you'll see all the way up to the top there. It's just absolutely coming together. Just a little tidbit of work up there. I'm not going to spoil it. I'll let you take a look at it in the download and see what's actually going on. We had some gorgeous different stuff that has been going on. Kysaeri was working on a bunch of these caves that are under here in the root systems. Definitely worth downloading the world, coming in here and just looking at this area all by itself. There's little nooks and crannies and storage rooms and the fog area. This giant pyre in the middle. Just all the little detail all the way up. Just taking the time to walk the entire path all the way up. Just so much fun. Great build. All right, let's see here. Let's go over and take a look at cables next, which I think will be a great transition over to some of the other builds over here. So this is cables area. He spent a lot of streams working on this. It looks really good. We're going to, well, again, get a little bit of this. He's got some of these trees laid down. Some of these glowstones make sense out here. This is our farm area. This is what he set up as where people were farming, and you've got all these chests with all the different items in them, storage boxes. He brought over all kinds of materials and that kind of thing, just laid out gorgeously. Yeah, these are such a cool finished build. Let's take a look. And each one of these, this is one continual path of water he's got going on all of these. So between each one of them, it's a continual thing. Let me see if I can get all the way up to the top here. And this sort of little reservoir up at the top, which I don't mind falling into. And let's get out of this here. Going off into here. So each one of these is all unique and separate. This I love right here, where you get the water dripping through. You've got the water falling on here, and I love how not every one of these is dripping. You'll notice that, which was a really cool little trick that we worked out on how to do. But each one of these layers is just gorgeous. The intricate detail on all of them is great. Some gorgeous views of the area. Let's go take a look at what Brownie has over here. So these 3 trees are BrownieBit Gaming. This is the one that he just finished up, which I really think was really cool. This one right here, where he did a bit of a lightning strike on it. I heard a spider. No more spider. So he's got a little bit of lightning strike. That's how it's growing up to the side. Some of this has been burnt. Definitely continuing to do that on. This is also where we had some guests come over and help out as well. I love the foliage. I love how this all comes together. It's a little bit different style, a little bit different way of putting it all together, but I think it's just absolutely gorgeous. Really, really cool down here. And I need to hop down to the bottom because the new thing that he did. Whoa! Almost bit that. There we go. So he came along here, and the last time I was here, this hadn't been finished, so he dropped some glowstones in there. That's why some of those glowstones I think we're going to keep. This is just to light this area up, but he also brought the path over and created a little lake over here with a waterfall going back down this direction, which I think is just really, really cool. And then also the rest of this lake that comes up and over onto the bridge and over the bridge, and then it continues down in this direction too. Spent a lot of time putting all of this together, I'm sure. Yeah, I just love the way that this all ties. Got some of the trees that are in the water, which totally makes sense. And the paths that are going across. This path right here is back to our nether portal. Right in here, which we did a couple episodes ago. Sort of working this all in, getting the rocks in place there. And this path right here leads over to CraftingMantis's school. I think is what she's been kind of calling this, is a school of magic. So she just finished these paths. I hadn't even seen them yet. I'm gonna take a fly because I kind of want to know see what's going on with this. So let's take a look here. Yeah, see, she brought these wooden paths up and over, looking really cool. But let's take a gander at these. So we've seen this one up at the top here with all of the glass panes, right? This thing here, gorgeous look and feel. And this is sort of the yellow, and you've got a little bit of a study area, and this is where that magic comes from. And I can't go down. There we go. All this interior decorating. But let's take a look at these last two little areas over here that she did. This one, she's in her last video, she did a stone crystal, as it were, with a stone and our beacon going through it. Just cool looking. I love the look and feel to it. Sort of finishes a nice finishing touch, sort of a signal into what everything is. My bed matches. Look at that. Really, really cool area here. I love all the different builds on this one. And then this one right over here, we're going to go down, overtake, and look at is the orange crystal, or like a fire crystal is kind of what it turned out to be, which I think is just incredible. You got to see this one for yourself. This is one of those things that whatever video I put it on is not going to do it justice. You have to come over in here and take a true look at it. And everything that's going on with it. You've got these going up there. We've got magma blocks. We've got glass, fire, just gorgeous looking along the whole thing. So definitely really cool. And then I want to go and take a look at one of our last little bits here, which is we're going to fly over and look at another one of M. Wallace's builds right over here, which was inspired by the lore where Talonwood and Enderwood Hollow are having some troubles, as it were. So he finished these up on his last video, just released a little bit ago. Finished these little watchtower kind of things, and the sawmill area where they've been clear cutting. These are all Enderwood lumber people. This is just a giant saw. I think this is such a cool idea. We've got a log coming in, saws and pieces coming out, items that are stacked up. You've got Enderwood just over here. I think we can see the aqueduct right over here. It's not that far, is it? I didn't think it was that far. That wasn't cool. Oops. Let's get up in the air here. Yeah, there's the aqueduct. And there's a clearing, so we're relatively close to it, which I think is just absolutely gorgeous. But yeah, definitely an absolutely great province. Tons of things to see, tons of little add-ons. Love coming into view of this one. Just all the different little things that are going on, all the different little places, all of them that are tied together by the use of trees, and living in the trees and living on the ground, and trying to get them all to work in harmony there. But that is the province of Talonwood. And absolutely a gorgeous province. So much fun to do. Definitely worth the time. Definitely worth you coming over, taking a look at it, enjoying, getting the download, enjoying some time, exploring the area, seeing what we have and haven't shown you, what little hidden things we may have done, where you can find things and all of that. But that is all I have got for you today. Please definitely comment. Let me know what you think is your favorite build in this in this province. Personally, not mine. I think that fire crystal that Mantis has done is one of my personal favorites, and I love how all it's tied in all of the lore. But I want to hear what ideas you have as well. So definitely feel free to leave comments down below, or hit me up at Twitter. You can catch me there at A-Wandering-Nerd. And then hit that thumbs up on this video if you would. Let me know what you guys think of it. And if you really want to see more like this and want to see what we're doing on our next province, which is going to start up actually later today. I'm actually going to do this is going to go out early. This is probably going to go out on a Monday release, and then we'll have the first episode in our new province on Tuesday like we normally do. It's going to be a busy weekend for me. Lots of new stuff coming, lots of interesting things going on, but absolutely a ball doing this. So hit that subscribe to see what else is coming on, and until next time, this is A Wandering Nerd.